Hello and welcome to the STB Racing League Season 17 Tier 2 United States Grand Prix. Tonight you join me and Danny in the commentary box for what we hope is going to be an absolute cracker here at the Circuit of Americas. But as I said, I'm joined by DJ Danny, forgot your name then. How are you, Danny? How are you feeling for this race as well?
Alright, USA has always been a decent track, so hopefully it can be good racing. The weather can sort of be slightly unpredictable here, but we'll see how it is. It looks quite cloudy at the moment, but we'll see. It looks, hopefully it's a good one.
Yeah, I think it's a track that definitely can promote some good conditions for racing. It's got some good overtaking spots, but definitely an odd one for this game. Its track limits definitely is a put off for a lot of drivers, as it is it's very strict, maybe too much. So that is definitely something the drivers will be looking out for tonight. But yeah, it's got a mix. It's definitely a track that has a bit of everything. It's got the twisty, high-speed first sector, and then you go into a lot of sort of 110-degree, sort of hairpin type corners, very, very slow. The front always wants to just drift out and wash away into the corner, but I think that'll be something that the drivers would have tried to refine their setups for, especially in these conditions in qualifying with the cloud being very thick. They're going to have even less grip through those corners.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the thing is, I guess in a way it's a bit strict because it means that people are taking the mickey with track limits. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how people do, especially in qualifying, because you go an inch too wide and you're invalidated, and that could be a crucial lap over.
Yeah, it's a track that's very difficult as well to nail that qualifying lap on, as we said, it has a lot of different sections, as Shark's already invalidated on his first flying run before he's even got to the end of Sector 1. So yeah, not ideal for him. We've got a returning driver tonight that me and you know very well indeed, Danny. Sink Buckley joining us for the Tier 2 race tonight. Yeah, what do you make of him as a driver and his performance yesterday, also in the Tier 1 as a reserve?
Yeah, I mean, to not go easing himself back in, but I think he showed himself very good in the Tier 1 race and showed good pace, so hopefully he can replicate that in Tier 2 and get towards the front.
Well, we are watching him on board coming through the long right-hander, which leads into turn 18. Just the last two corners to navigate. He runs very wide though, and that's going to cost him a bit of time. But he will be the first person to set a valid lap as he comes across the line now. And didn't set a time on my screen. Is that the same for you?
It's
oh, there we go. It's a 30
points.
flat. So that's a pretty good banker lap from Buckley. I think he's having a few connection issues.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty good lap from him. Matt's coming up to the line now. He was another one who was looking reasonably quick in the Tier 1 race yesterday. We see as he comes around the final corner now, where can he put his Mercedes? Just behind Buckley on the road. Into P2 with a 30 flat. So those two setting the pace early on. Yeah, Janino and Kevin setting their laps on mediums. Maudie with a 30.5, so not too bad from him either. But yeah, the two Ferraris opted to go for a set of mediums early on.
I think that's so they can have a
soft. Yeah. I think the only person on a flying lap at the moment is Dylan and Downloss. Dylan's invalidated his lap, and Downloss is on a set of mediums. as he exits onto the long straight now. So the sun has made an appearance in this qualifying, Danny. I was expecting heavy cloud for the duration of the session, but no, the sun has come out, which is definitely going to help improve lap times. It may only be minor, but the grip should be getting better and better as the session goes on.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I think you want sun in qualifying.
Oh, we
peak
got
tire
a
temperatures
5 close grid penalty, Danny. And that is
I don't know what's happened there.
just for a new driver, LDT Davi. I think him and Kata have made contact coming through the penultimate corner.
Looks like that's just started
Interesting.
up.
No, he's backed off. He's got wing damage. Yeah, you can see the car's just not turning. So obviously they've made contact in that final sector as Kata's just starting a lap. So yeah, not the start he would have wanted in this session. VCR Shark is on a lap, who was also one who impressed yesterday in the Tier 1 race, Danny. He's set a very good qualifying lap, the 29.4 I believe. So keep an eye on him tonight, see what he can do.
Yeah, well, after the
Danny, your mic is very laggy at the moment. I can't hear anything you're saying. But Shark now coming over the second sector line. Hasn't set a lap at the moment, so we can't see where he is in relative to everybody else. But he's got one more sector to navigate now. Comes through the fast right-hander at the end of the lap. He's very tight on the inside. 2 more corners to go. Drifts very wide, coming through the penultimate corner. Now he's got 1 more corner to navigate. It's not going to be the best laps. It looked a little bit scruffy from the Williams driver, but he's going to come across the line now, and it is only a 30.4. So here, he's probably only got 2 more runs maximum, and he hasn't really set a lap that he would have wanted at the moment. Off-Ale is now coming through the final corner, so we'll see what he can do in his McLaren. Can he put himself anywhere near the top 3? He can. Goes P3 with a 30.4. So not a bad lap again from him. I think Buckley's just come to start a lap as well. Keeping on him. Well, it's a blind apex as well, isn't it? So it's hard to... Well, I'm currently watching Brown Nilsson as he's navigating his way through the traffic in the final sector. He's yet to set a lap time in qualifying. But it looks like a pretty tidy lap from the racing point. So he's got 1 more corner now as he exits on the AstroTurf. Doesn't want to be that wide, and it is a 30.3. So it's P3. Yep, Buckley's also invalidated. So they'll most likely box this lap, possibly go for 2 more runs or back out of 1. I'm not sure if they'll have time. But yeah, early on. There's a slide on exit on those mediums, yeah. Medium's not helping him at all. Janino and Kevin are both on laps, Danny. So we'll watch Juninho as he's further ahead of his teammate. And Sem's out. And that's... Has he put it in the wall? I think he has. Yeah, he's in the wall. So he's done it on the exit of the Sector 2 line. As Alpha Juninho puts himself on provisional pole position, so it was a good lap in the end. His teammate Kevin's now coming up to the final corner. Can he jump his teammate? He was looking strong yesterday. As he comes across the line now, it's a 29.6. Very strong lap from the Ferrari driver. As the Ferraris put themselves 1 and 2 on the grid. So, who is on a lap? I think Damos has just started a lap. Is anybody coming to the end of their lap? I think SLR Dylan is. He's invalidated his. So, Buckley has gone for another lap here, I think, Danny, and he's invalidated again. So he'll be coming into the pits for one more flying run. And, yep. Yeah, that was high speed on the exit of Sector 1. So he will have time to come into the pits and do another lap, which is good news for him. Kata currently on a lap, coming through the final sector. Obviously he didn't get his first run in. So, out the final corner now for Kata. Where can he put his racing point? Into P4 with a 30 flat. So, again, strong lap from him. And that's the banker lap that he needed for later on in this session. Shark has just started his lap. And I think he's the only one on a lap at the moment, as the rest are on in-laps or out-laps. So, let's watch a lap on board with Shark around the Circuit of the Americas. Just a bit wide on the exit of Sector 1 there. It keeps it nice and tight through here. It's very easy to get on the throttle too early here, as he does a little bit, but he gets away with it. Didn't get an invalid lap. Now picking the 100-metre board out on the right-hand side as he flicks it into the hairpin. Very good, very important to get a good exit onto the straight, otherwise you'll be losing time all the way down here. DRS open for the Williams driver. He's got plenty of time to pick his braking point out on the right hand side, 100-metre board again. Again, another one that the car just wants to drift wide constantly, and this one as well, we just get understeer all the way through the corner, and then one of the hardest corners on the track. Very similar to Bahrain at the hairpin. He comes around the fast right-hander now, easy flat in the 2020 cars. We've got 2 more cars to navigate, keeps it much tighter on the inside through the penultimate corner. And we've got 1 more corner to come through now. Again, keeps it pretty tight. It looks like a strong lap from the Williams. So where's he going to put it? It's onto P2 at 29.9. Still quite a distance off of provisional pole though. Well, we may have a timing glitch. We may have a timing glitch, is all I will say. Most weeks we do. Oh, and off alley with a big off. Managed to hold the car and he's brought it into the pits. I think Matt's on a lap, Danny. Yeah, he's at the hairpin onto the straight. And not a bad lap time at the moment, but he is sitting down in P6. The driver's very close from P2 to P6. It's about a tenth and a half. Opts to use a lot of curb on the braking there, but he's understeered wide, and that's going to affect his run through the next few corners. He keeps it tight through there. Again, coming into the awkward hairpin. Puts it down into first gear for a bit of extra rotation, but can he put himself anywhere near the top 3, or possibly even on the front row? Well, it's P2. It's not a million miles off Kevin, but that will be Matty's last lap. So I think that's all we're going to see from the Mercedes driver. Tommy Real has invalidated his lap. SLR Dylan is on a lap, and he is the only one on the lap at the moment. So let's watch him. And if he is up on his time, it's not showing me. Oh, it's because he hasn't set a lap, that'd be why. So this will also be his final run, as Matt retires from the session. On the track as well. Hopefully that doesn't get in the way of anyone. But Dylan now needs to get this lap in. It will be his final run. And he goes wide through the penultimate corner, and that's invalidation. And he will be starting P16 no matter what happens here. So, not what he was looking for. Dan Moss has started a lap, Danny, and this is really important for him in his hunt for that top 3 promotion for next season. Broke a little bit too early, I think, there, and then lifted off. There's still a bit of time on the table there for him, but he needs to get a decent lap in. Yeah, it's McLaren. Not sure who of. It'll be Ofale, as he is trying to get another lap in. Okay. And there's also Agonized Honey on the left there. It definitely put Dan Moss off a little bit. He was well out of the way, but yeah, he's going to get held up a little bit by the McLaren here, but he will be able to set his lap, and it is valid. So it comes across the line now. It's only P7, 30.2. So I think he's going to be slightly disappointed with that. Janino is now coming through the fast right-hander, Danny, and he could be challenging for pole here. So he's got one more corner to come through. He just needs a good exit, but I think most of his lap is already complete, so he's not going to gain a massive amount of time as he now opens the DRS flap, comes across the line, and he misses out. But he puts himself on the front row. Let's keep an eye on Sink Buckley now, Danny, as I think he is the big challenger now for these guys at the top. Shark is... Oh, he's invalidated. And it's going to be P5 at best for the return. So I think the real challengers now are TMR Kata and Shark, if he can get to the line. If he comes across the line now, he has made it. So we'll keep an eye on him later in the lap. TMR Kata is also on a lap, and I think Kevin is on another lap as well. And Kata's invalidated, Danny. We've seen a lot of invalidations these final runs, as Kevin has done the same thing. So the question is, Shark's a 10th up, Danny, first sector, and he's kept it clean through the part of the lap which is probably the most important too. So he just needs a clean end to the lap now, and he will be challenging Kevin for that pole position. I don't think anybody else will be on enough lap to challenge. Ofale is on a lap at the moment. Timor Kata invalidated, so I think Shark and Ofale are the only ones to challenge it. No, Ofale's invalidated, so it is just down to Shark now, I think, Danny. As he comes across the second sector, it's a 10th and a half. He's going to need another 10th and a half through this final sector if he wants to get himself on pole position. But he is on for a front row start at the moment at minimum, if he can just keep it clean. Going to keep a nice tight line all the way into turn 18 now. He's got 2 more corners to navigate, and he keeps it very clean through the penultimate corner. It's looking like a strong lap from the Williams driver. He now comes through the final corner. Can he put himself on provisional pole as he comes to the line now? He does it! He beats Kevin by half a tenth. A brilliant lap from the Williams driver. And he is on pole position for the United States Grand Prix. A brilliant lap at the death there, Danny. And he's managed to pip Kevin by the slightest of margins. Janino will start P3 behind him. Matty in the end was P4. Buckley on his return in P5. Kata in P6. Danboss down in P7. Agonized Honey in P8. Bram Nelson in P9. Ofale quite far down in the end in P10. Maddie starts in what was realistically pole position in P11 with a free choice of tyres. Tommy Real MP12, LDT Davy MP13, SLR Sen P14, FXBR Renan is P15, and SLR Dylan will start P16 with no time on the board. But a great lap at the end there, Danny, and Sharks managed to pip him at the end. Well, we got a dry start to this race. I'm not sure what the weather is going to be later on, but it is cloudy. So, yeah, anything could happen. Danny, your audio is not included on the stream, so you might want to restart the party. See if we can get that sorted. Hang on. Right, make sure you include your audio again, and I will check if it's working on stream this time.
Can you hear me? I'm not sure if it's me or...
I think it is you. I've got no lag on my end.
Okay. Yeah, you see, there's no lag in the game, it's just
You're
seems to
back
be
on the
audio.
stream now, so
Okay.
that's sorted. Hopefully it doesn't break again. But the drivers have embarked on their formation lap. We will see what tyres the drivers have opted for. They are all on softs, Danny, and that means one thing.
Rain.
The rain is on its way, because there is no way that the guys outside the top 10 would start on softs. So, yeah, I think we've got some more rain on the way, Danny, and it's going to be very, very quick into the race.
Oh, Marty just nearly goes to the back of a valley. That was...
Yeah, I think it's one of his best qualifyings of the season, so obviously that wouldn't have been the best start to the race.
I don't think damage is on the formation.
No, it's not. But he would have been disqualified, and obviously his tyres would have been very, very cold. Sitting on the grid waiting for these guys to come round.
So Matt leaving a bit of a gap.
Yeah. Not too bad, I don't think. He is now speeding up just to get some heat in the tyres. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I think for the 7th race in the last 8, we've got some more rain on the way, unless the drivers have all decided to go for the same strategy somehow. But I think that's very unlikely. Yeah, the softs are not a good race tyre around this track. So softs and hards you want to avoid at all costs realistically, but they are now lining up on the grid, and I will give my pre-race warning as usual. We will have a glitch start, so that when the lights go out it won't actually be the lights. But Danny, who's your prediction for the victory?
I'm gonna go for Matty. He's quite good in the wets.
Danny says Matty. I'm gonna go with Sink Buckley, and someone's car is gone. Buckley's car has started. Okay, so Buckley's car from the distance, but lights out and away we go. Who gets a better start? Kevin gets an almighty start of the front row of the grid, and he's up into what is P1 because Buckley's car has completely gone the distance. Have we got any contact at the back? They seem to all file in, but there's a bollard on the inside there. Hopefully no one picked up any damage from that. But they're side by side now, Matty and Danbos. Danbos has had a brilliant start. It looks like there's a bit of contact between those two, but they've managed to get away with that one. They're all through Sector 1 with no incidents. I lied. Agonised Honey is off, Danny, and he's in the wall. I'm not sure if that was on his own.
For me, Buckley has spun and is in last place at the moment.
Oh.
So.
It's just fixed for me. Buckley is now at the back. And Matty and Danbos still going at it on this first lap, but not sure what's happened to Buckley there. I think it's some sort of connection issue. But he's a long way back now. As Damos still trying to make his way past Matt. Is he going to throw it down the inside at the end of the straight? It looks like Matt's gone for the move at the inside of Juninho. Those two are very close to contact. But they've managed
I think
to
there was a
it.
bit of contact from Winter. That could have caused some damage, but
it looked alright to me, but it might have picked up a little bit. Graham Nilsson as well, trying to make his way past Tommy Real, but he's got SLR Sem for company as he forces him around the long way. Are they going to go side by side? They are. All the way into turn 18. This is brilliant racing from the two of them. Still battling it out, and it looks like contact on the inside. They're still squeezing each other side by side, all the way on the outside. Great move from SLR Sem as he gets the move done.
Can the Mercedes take advantage? He's going past Graham Nilsson.
Yeah, he is. But he's going to have no DRS. Is he going to throw one up the inside of turn 1? Yeah, he is. Is he going to hit the back of Sem though? Good braking move in the end. Graham Nilsson still around the outside though, has no grip on that curb, and he's falling backwards in this train. He's now got Maudi for company as well, so the battle out front has calmed down. They all seem to spread out a little bit. Ofale is close on Kata, so we'll keep an eye on those, and we will try and keep an eye on that battle for what is now P9. SLSM needs to pick up the pace though to try and keep Tommy real. He's currently out of DRS range, but Ofale is looking pretty quick here. I think Kata as well is also looking pretty quick, and they're all in a big train which leads up to Juninho, and we've got a battle still going on back there, Danny, as Graham Nilsson gets past Renan down the straight, getting a bit of revenge, and now Maudi is really looking to get past these guys. Needs to pick up some positions. Renan's had a big mistake, and Maudi launches one down the inside. There's going to be contact between the two of them. Good racing between both of them, but they're going to be side by side again. Is Maudi going to go all the way around the outside of turn 18? Surely not. There's going to be no grip on the outside there, and he does have to.
He's going to do it.
No, he's going for it down the inside. A brilliant move from Maudi. And he's up into P11, and that's put Renan on the back foot now to SLR Dillon, as it looks like Ofale's going for a move on TMR Kata as well, Danny. So down the inside, and as I said, Ofale looking very quick. He's made his way up into P6.
Maybe it's... Yeah, Maudi with a very good move.
I've never seen Maudi do an overtake like that before. So
I've never seen Maudi do an overtake before, but you know.
Bold on the brakes, and he's got his man up into P11.
Round the outside, I mean.
Yeah. But he's going to need to pick up the pace now to try and get back in DRS with Graham Nilsson, because that battling has put those two out of that range.
As Juninho is going to be under pressure from Matt, as he's the only one in that train that's not got DRS. So Matt is dumping his overtake.
Here he comes down the inside then straight. Juninho goes defensive. Is Matt going to try and get a long way around? There's no grip around the outside there, so I doubt that. Is he going to
send one over the inside?
Down the inside. He's stuck his nose in. And that was risky from the Mercedes. But they again managed to avoid contact somehow at the end of the straight.
Shut the door.
Yeah, I think rightly so. He had the corner. But Matt was definitely put off by Juninho doing that. No signs of rain at the moment, Danny.
Maybe everyone's just...
Have they misjudged it? That's my question. Anyone on mediums, you know, is it going to be a point where actually they were the ones who would have got the big advantage? Ofale on the back of Dambos now, looking to make the move again into turn 1. He's made a place up on the last lap. He's going for another one this lap. Dambos cuts him off though, slams the door shut in his face, and Ofale's going to have to try and possibly line himself up for a move. At the end of the straight, we've got Dillon and Renan now fighting. Maudi has caught up to SLR Sem. So Graham Nilsson's made a move on Sem, and Maudi in that train. So he's got some decent pace at the moment.
Yeah, hopefully he can keep it up. I mean, first, as Maudi gets
he's picked up a penalty. That's quite early on as well.
Third driver.
He can keep, if he can keep it clean for the rest of the race, then he'll be all right. Obviously, you're pushing quite a lot early on. Tommy Real's going for a move on TMR Kata here, and I think Ofale's going to go for a move as well, so we'll keep an eye on Ofale first. Will he go for a move down the inside down the end straight? The two of them have made contact, and that might have been a bit of front wing damage from Ofale. Damos turned into him, I think he's managed to get away with damage. They're still side by side, and Damos is not giving this place up whatsoever.
He's used up a lot of his ERS as well. Damos keeping.
Yeah,
and both of them have really.
Yeah, Ofale's used a lot, but Damos now out of DRS. And Dylan and Renan are still fighting here, Danny. Those two having a mega scrap.
Yes. So
yeah, Tommy Real made his move on Timo Kata as well. Sorry, but Kata is looking to possibly make the move back down into turn 1, and their sun is coming out, Danny.
Maybe everyone's just decided, you know.
Oh, round the outside, here comes Kata. Tommy Real defends good on the inside. The man who got his first podium in STB on his debut last time out in Japan. And he's really showing his worth here in USA as well. He is struggling to get back on the back of Ofale, but holding off Kata very, very well. And he now has a bit of a train falling behind him.
So, top 4 all have their ERS in around about the 70s. The only person that doesn't have DRS is Kevin, who Sharks is in DRS.
Oh, Matty, you can see in the background, is chasing Janino's slipstream, and he is going to go for a move at the end of the straight here, I think. Danny, is he going to go for it?
He's going to go.
He's a little bit too far back, but Ofale's made his move on Damos finally, but he's gone deep at the end of the straight, and Damos slams him off the track. Very aggressive from the Alfa Romeo tonight. And
I don't think these two like each other.
No, they won't be after this race, certainly. Ofale making the move for the second time, and just gets the door slammed shut in his face. But Shark is closing on Kevin now. Danny?
Yes, 4 tenths the gap. I don't know if he's maybe just biding his time, sticking in the DRS, just, you know, saving his ERS.
Yeah.
But Kevin's not using his, so I mean,
they're comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, I think that strategy only works if you're going to put pressure on the guy and force him into using his overtake.
That's David Span on his STB debut. But Shark really close to. He's picked up a penalty there. I was saying he was getting really close to Kevin, and we know that Kevin is a master of not picking up penalties. So that's put him on the back foot for sure. But yeah, Kevin was one we were talking about last week. He's been a very unlucky driver this season. There's a lot of incidents which weren't his fault that ruined his race entirely. So it'll be good to see him get a really good result here, as we see both Ferraris trying to break the toe down the straight. But I don't think it's going to be enough for Janino, as Matt is deep in the slipstream now. Overtake enabled. He only defends the inside half, and Matt seizes his chance down the inside, a bit of contact between the two of them, but Matt's made the move on Janino, and I think that is done for him. And Ofale on Dambos again. They're pushing each other off the track. These two really not liking battling each other. And Dambos!
Oh!
And Dambos, I think, lets him through. I think
he's let Tommy Real through.
Yeah, I think he made a mistake there on trying to force.
As Tommy Real goes around the outside.
Yeah, is he going to go all the way around the outside? Ofale shuts the door in his face, though. Not enough grip on the outside there. I think Damos just made a bit of a mistake and let Ofale back through. But yeah, these two are going hammer and nails in this race. Now, can either of the two, well, any of the top 4 make a move? As we said, Matt's made his move on Janino. And he's
Ofale's used up all his ERS.
Yeah, he was desperate to get past Damos then, but I think realistically it's not going to help him, because it's now going to give Tommy Real and the rest of this train, which ST Maudi is in, may I add.
He's still in there. I mean, everyone 7th to Maudi have all got 3 seconds, apart from Kata, who's got 6. So it's an equal playing field at the moment.
It is.
So, I mean, I think just Maudi's used a lot of his ERS, as is most of the people. They're in their 50s.
Janino's looking to get back past Matty here, Danny. At the end of the straight, he's using all of his ERS, dumping his pack. Matt goes defensive though, holds the move on the inside. These guys are catching the front train rapidly as well, as Tommy Real's made his move on Ofale, but Ofale gives him the switch back and closes the door in his face. Tommy Real a little bit too deep on the brakes in the end. And we've got a spinner, and that is Davi again. He is out of the session. That could be a safety car. It is a safety car. And Danny, the sun's coming out. There's no rain on the way.
Yeah. Are these people going to, going to box? Everyone's boxing?
I have no idea why everybody's gone on softs. But yeah, everybody will come into the pits. It's going to be double stack at Ferrari. And that
is that going to lose him a place?
That's going to lose him a place to Ofale. And possibly... Tommy Real stays out.
Tommy Real has stayed out. He's the only one
stayed out, surely. I think he stayed out because Shark was in the pits. But it does bring Buckley back into the race, which is good news for him. So let's run through the tyre choices, Danny. Bram Nilsson's gone on a set of hards. Ofale's also gone on a set of hards. SR Sem on a set of hards. The rest have gone for mediums, which I think is the right idea.
Yeah,
the mediums will be difficult to get to the end, but the hards are a very, very bad race tyre. So I think it's best to avoid them as we are watching Buckley come to the pits. Hopefully he's got another set of mediums, because he's already used one set.
Yeah, he's on another set of medium.
So Buckley back into the race, Danny. So it's good news for him. Good to see if he can do some
overtaking.
overtaking.
Gets a time penalty under the safety car.
Yep, and as I said, Janino has lost a place to Ofale, who has gone for a set of hards as well, which is very interesting. But
I think
basically
you
just
might
giving them all a free
medium,
pit stop.
Unless they know that the rain's coming and they think mediums is a safe choice. Because they've all gone on softs.
The safety car should come in at the end of lap 10.
10?
So they can take these to the end, but they will have to do a bit of management. But yeah, I think that for them is better than going on the hards. So
I did 17 laps yesterday on my mediums from the start. So I mean,
yeah, but that's normal. 18. You can do up to about 20. And obviously these laps are going to be slow on the safety car, meaning that they will be. Oh, we've got a 5-second time penalty for Qatar, and that might be taken off.
Oh, look at this! They're all backing up in the final sector. I can see why that's happened. It's probably caught him out.
Yeah,
because in the final sector,
that train. Agonist Honey did not box as well.
He is an AI.
Into the pits. Dylan into the pits. I think he might have picked up damage. Can't get on board with him. So we get on board now. We'll see if he's got a front wing change.
Unless he's
unless he's opted to change onto a set. No, he's got a front wing change ready. So he's obviously going to go on a set of mediums as well. But Buckley is about to catch this train.
And he'll have hot tyres.
Behind. It shouldn't be in this lap, but it very well could be. I think everybody on the mediums is going to want it to go for an extra lap at least.
I think.
I don't know if it will be in this. It should. Yeah, it'll be in this lap or next, but it's just which one of the two will it be? As I was saying, it's neutralised the race completely. Everybody's got their one stop out of the way. But, apart from Tommy Real as well. I think if I was him, I still would have boxed, even if it was a double stack.
Yeah, I mean, the question is, will he help his teammate out?
I don't see how he could. Those softs are going to be off the cliff within a couple of laps. By the time Kevin gets DRS, then he should just fly past him.
Yeah, but I'm thinking more back him up into your teammate, give you opportunity to pass, and
well, possibly before that DRS is enabled. But yeah, I don't think his tyres are in the best condition to do so. But he is the only driver not to pit. But yep, safety car's in this lap. So tyre wear is going to be tight. Let's put it that way. They're going to have to do 19 full speed laps plus the 2 under safety cars. So
I imagine the tyres are probably on like 4 or 5%.
To see a couple of punctures towards the end of this race, to be honest with you.
Couple of punctures, couple of 2 stoppers.
Yep, but Tommy Real is the leader in this Grand Prix.
Oh, his contact, Matty's lost his wing.
And it's with Shark. Contact with Shark. Oh, and he's hit again. He's ramming him.
Yeah. That was
I think
not
he's lost
clever.
his head. I think he's lost his head here. He's got no front wing. And he has to box now, but the safety car has peeled in, and Tommy Reel's left to the last minute to go on this safety car restart. Kevin very close behind, but he's not going to be close enough to make a move. The Shark's already having a look on Kevin, but way too far back on this occasion. And Buckley is disconnected, Danny, and that's a nightmare for him. But sector 1 now, it's looking as if Fafale's already struggling on those hards, and he's got Janino right on his diffuser now. And I think he's going to fall back behind these two on mediums. As they're very quick, and Shark's wide, and he's made a mistake, and Fafale's through, and is Janino going to make a move as well? Shark goes defensive. Janino around the outside, can he do it at the hairpin? There's going to be no grip around the outside there. But this is important for Shark's afternoon. He needs to get back past Fafale now. So down the straight, he's deep in the slipstream. He's going to burn some ERS to make sure he does get past Fafale. And no DRS as of yet, so down the inside he goes. But, oh, there's going to be contact between the two of them. Shark up the inside makes the move stick. And it looks as if Janino is going to make the move as well. Oh, around the outside. And Fafale is going to have to concede. Oh, there's a big contact! And Janino's round. And I think Fafale got away with that. But Janino's afternoon's been ruined with a spin contact between the McLaren and him. And now comes Dan Boss round the outside. Can he do it around the corner? They made contact! McLaren's been half spun. And here comes the pack swallowing him up. That's a big mistake.
Top three
between the two of them. And here comes Kevin. This is there's carnage going on behind. But here comes Kevin for the lead of the race. Can he make a move around the outside of turn 1? Tommy Reel's going to make a defensive move, forces him off the track.
Oh, here it goes!
And here comes Shark. This is for provisional lead of the race. Can he make a move around the outside? He does. He makes a position on Kevin, and he's now just got his teammate in front of him. Oh!
No, they hit!
And there's contact between the two of them, and the Williams has got wing damage.
Oh, that
and Shark's afternoon goes from bad to worse. And I think
the move
Kevin
worked perfectly.
Yep, and STB Manny's made a move on Renan. Yeah, he got caught out by Tommy Reel going slowly.
It worked so well, and then...
Yeah, I mean, you called it early on. You called it early on.
So Kevin's just going to sit.
But we are watching the battle for the lead as Shark still leads provisionally, but he's got Kevin and Danbos now. Right on his tail, and you're going to see the
understeer. He's going to be so slow for here.
Yeah, just washes away, and Kevin's going to go around the outside here. Got the grip, and he's got the downforce, and he makes the move into turn 18. And here comes Danbos, and Shark has to pit. It was an awkward one for Shark in the end. I think it wasn't really anyone's fault. It was just Tommy Reel didn't have the grip on those soft tyres. Yeah. And Maudi now under pressure from TMR Kata. He's in a strong position at the moment, and Fafale's got he's recharging the race. He got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And that's his afternoon done as well.
So Danbos onto the back of this train now. Can Tommy Reel do the same for Danbos that he did for his teammate? Keep Kevin at bay and slow him down enough to maybe allow him pass.
Well, he's going to have DRS
Tommy
now.
Reel
I think it's going to be a sitting duck here for Kevin down the straight as he's in the slipstream. He doesn't go defensive, and it should be an easy move. He does squeeze Kevin in the end, but the Tier 2 champion does get the move done. Tommy Reel back up the inside though, and Kevin has to adjust his steering to make sure he doesn't make contact there. And here comes Danbos, and he's up the inside of Kevin, and he's nearly made contact, but he has made the move on Tommy Reel, which is important as he's now on the back of Kevin. Is he going to launch one at the inside of the hairpin? Thinks better of it in the end, but Tommy Reel not giving up that place as easy as we thought.
No, I thought there was going to be a certain crash there. I mean, good driving from all of them.
It's definitely played into the hands of Danbos. He's now for the second week running, right on the back of Kevin. And he is going for
using
a
all
move
his
here,
ERS.
turn 1. He turns his ERS off in the end. Doesn't want to go for the move. There's also a massive battle going on in the midfield, Danny. Maudi, Brennan, Kata, Janino are all battling as well as Sen, Brown Nelson and Tommy Real is in this now.
Yeah, the Tommy Real's tyres are dead. I mean...
Yeah, he's going to struggle in this race. Interesting enough, Buckley's not a million miles off, even with a disconnect. So it's going to be a struggle for him, but he can still get some points. We see battling now. Rennan's made a mistake, and Kata's picked up a penalty as well. They're going to go 3 wide at the hairpin. And there's going to be contact surely between the 3 of them. They've managed to get through unscathed.
Battle for the lead, battle for the lead.
Battle for the lead. Damos into, at the end of the straight, at the hairpin. Is he going to make the move at the inside? He is. He's got the race in line. Is he going to make it? And he has made it stick on the brakes. And he is into the lead of this race. So we see now Kata and Maudi battling for P6. Around the outside, Maudi goes. Can he get the move done? Another strong braking move and up the inside. These two side by side still for 3-4 laps. Is he going to get the move done? He is. Defends the inside. Kata's gone deep. Is that going to give Janino the chance now? Up the inside. And Maudi, great defending. And gets the move done on Kata.
Oh, it's Tommy Real
Sam ran the outside. Oh. And I think Taylor's going to keep boxing. Yeah, he is. There's so much going on. And that doesn't actually help Maudi. Tommy Real, if he'd stayed out for another lap or two, Maudi would have got into DRS. But Danny, Maudi up into P5.
As Juninho's going for move on Kata.
Yep.
As he goes on the inside.
Broke very late, but he gets the move done. Brilliant move.
Can
get the switch back though. And he is going to go side by side all the way through Sector 1. There's so close to contact, but he gets the move back on Juninho. He went a little bit too deep on the brakes. And Kata with a brilliant switchback gets the move. Renan just watching in the background as well. Now, can Maudi close himself up to SLR 7? That's the question.
It's 1.1.
He has got a lot of penalties, though.
Oh, it's Janino. Yeah, everyone around him has, though.
Yeah, but he's got more. He's got 9 seconds at the moment.
Sorry, I've just seen as Janino makes an easy move on Kata.
Yeah, he's done it before the DRS was even open. Then pulls back in front of the Racing Point, who's a little bit too far back to go for a move again. And we're only halfway through this race, Danny. It's been really good action so far.
Yeah, it seems it hasn't stopped. I mean, I haven't been able to keep up with the only few people that have not had penalties are Kevin, Juninho, Tommy Real, and Dylan. Must say, Tommy Real, he's in 10th place.
Another penalty. I think he might get disqualified at this rate, Danny.
I think 10 seconds of that is for the Matt incident.
Could be right, but I'm going to interrupt you as Rennan's going to go for a move down the inside of turn 1. And a good move by the Mercedes, but is Kata going to do the switchback again? He is.
Yeah.
Second lap in a row. And
Maudi's on the back of Sen.
He is. He's got very good pace at the moment. He just needed to keep his nose clean, and he would have been in a really good position at this point. But he's looking strong at the moment.
So he could go for. Is he going to go for a move?
Well, he has got Janino on his tail as well, who I think is inevitably going to come through at some point. But even if he makes the move on Sem and loses one to Janino, that keeps him in P5 at the moment. As we see a battle for the lead down the inside at the end of the straight. Kevin's made the move on Downboss. Didn't look like he put too much of a fight up, but is Maudi now going to go up the inside? He sticks his nose in on SLR 7. He gives him space and contact between the two of them. And Maudi can't get the move at this stage, but he gets a brilliant exit out of there. And there's going to be contact between the two of them. They avoid a big crash though, and Juninho is watching
for the switch. Here we go.
Yeah, brilliant switchback from Maudi around the outside, and he's already got the move done. And here comes Juninho. Is he going to make the move on
he shuts the door.
And he has to back off and possibly go for a move down the straight. But a great battle between these guys. And is Juninho now going to make a move on SLR Sem? He's very, very close. I think it's going to be an easy move for the Ferrari driver down the inside. Just to make sure he doesn't brake too late and hit the back of Maudi, which he does perfectly. And Ferrari is up into P5, but Maudi up into P4.
Yeah, I mean, and he's catching Bram Nielsen.
Yeah, Bram Nielsen on
catching.
the hards. I'll have a look at the penalty situation. And Bram Nielsen's only got 3-second penalties, so... I mean, he's still on for some good points if he can not get any more penalties for the rest of the race, which is a big ask, but...
Yeah, he's going to be vulnerable to Juninho, I think, but
so...
that's the only person I can see that he's going to lose a position to, potentially, as he defends, he's weaving, he knows what's coming.
Yeah, I think it's inevitable, though, as Juninho is burning his ERS. Maudi goes semi-defensive, but can't really do much against the Ferrari driver and doesn't put much of a defense up in the end.
Oh,
he's not going to be good enough. And he switched back to the inside. Oh, and Juninho left in the space. Didn't know if he was going to...
Oh, don't lose the car, Maudi, don't lose the car.
And he's going to throw one up the inside. And him and Juninho now side by side. Maudi being very aggressive, bit of contact between the two of them, but Juninho in the end gets the move done. I think Maudi should have just given that up.
He's putting on a good show for us.
He is, I'm not complaining, but for his sake, I think it would have been good to follow Juninho.
As Sem and Kata, and now right
big train. Renan, Dylan, they're all in that battle.
And
this is now...
Tommy Wheel will start catching this back.
Yeah.
Quite quickly if it carries on like this.
Yeah, if they keep battling. Oh, Maudi nearly hits the back of Juninho there.
Tell you who is in good shape. Kata has saved his energy a lot. As he's right on the back of Sem now.
Yeah, no place to overtake through Sector 1 though, so he's just had to follow him. But as I was saying about Maudi, I think it was a brilliant battle between him and Juninho. Very aggressive. But I think logically it would have been better for him to just try and follow Juninho, keeping the slipstream. And then he would have been clear of these guys in this train.
He's still got DRS, so that's a good
Dylan
thing
on the
for
back
him.
of Renan, really close now. But his down must go for a move on Kevin. He's not on this occasion. So Dylan, Renan defends the inside, and around the outside goes Dylan. But Renan really deep on the brakes, nearly hits the back of Kata, and Dylan has to avoid contact between the two of them. And Renan's completely cut across the front of him there.
This is some...
Dylan's not going to be very happy with that. Is he going to throw one up the inside? He's not. But Kata's also looking very quick now on the back of Sem, who's struggling on those hards, which are not the race tyre that you want to be on. Look at the understeer from Dylan's perspective behind the Mercedes. Really struggling. Kata another penalty.
20 seconds now.
He was collecting them like I was yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, you got a point for every second of penalty you got. I mean, he'd be doing pretty well.
I'd be champion.
As this train is...
Yeah, do you know, this train could go from P3 down to P9. And if they keep battling, Tommy Real and possibly Matty could get involved in that as well. As Bram Nielsen's getting caught by Juninho, and Maudi has lost Juninho a little bit, but he's not a million miles off. It's going to put him under pressure from SLR Sem as he doesn't have DRS.
He's got to be
Sem
careful.
picks up another penalty, so that plays into Maudi's hands.
He's equal with Maudi now, so at the moment, Maudi...
on track battle.
I think Maudi would lose only one position at the moment with his penalties.
Juninho is in slipstream. Bram Nielsen DRS as well. Sem too far back on this occasion to make a move on Maudi, but he is on the back of him now, really close.
As Kata's close on that.
I think Maudi's going to be under pressure, especially from Kata, who is, although he's got a lot of penalties, he is looking very quick.
Yeah, and obviously we don't know if some of them may be moved due to the contact under the safety car.
But I think he's still got a lot, regardless.
Yeah, I think he's got at least...
It'll be 2 5-seconds. No, it will just be 1 5-second penalty that he has. So he's got 15 seconds in 3-second warnings.
I will have a look in the race director. So he's got 2 penalties, a 5-second penalty, and then three. So he's got five penalties and a 5 seconds. So yeah, He's got 15 seconds.
So yeah, regardless of what happens, he's got 15, which is the most out of everyone so far, at least. Janino really close on the back of Brown Nilsson now, so keeping on him. Downboss still keeping with Kevin, but barely. He's going to need to pick up the pace to make sure he gets DRS in this lap. They come through the protection zone now, so he will have DRS on this occasion. But Janino lining up a move should be pretty easy for the Ferrari driver. As
oh wait, but he's got no DRS.
Yeah, he should still make a move quite easily. Although not catching him as quick as I thought, but he is going to go down the inside. And gets the move done on the Racing Point driver. Will Brown Nilsson trying him on the outside? No, he thinks better of it. And here comes Kata down the inside of SLR-Sem. As he finally made the move, there's a bit of contact.
Side by side.
But Sem gets the switch back. Can Kata now get the switch back out of that corner? He can. He's around the outside now. Is he going to throw one up the inside?
Oh, it hit!
And I didn't. Yeah, he's got damage. Damage right end plate. And I think Kata expected Sem to just go on the racing line, and Sem defended.
Oh, the Mercedes is got to brake for the Kata being slow.
Oh, Renan, big. Oh, he's nearly spun there. Great save from the Mercedes, but it's let Dylan past. And all of that battling has helped Maudi. And Janino's in the pits. So he couldn't go to the end.
He's on the set of softs.
Yeah, he was not confident he could go to the end.
Is that a sign for everyone else, though?
Possibly.
And that could be a winning strategy. If that's he would be second faster.
I mean, they should be able to get to the end.
Oh,
Kata's out. He's retired in the pit lane.
As Downboss is now outside of DRS, it looks like.
And interested enough, Maudi's driving away. He's gone.
Yeah.
I've never seen him drive this fast in his life. I don't know if there's something at the checkered flag that he's waiting for, but
yeah, maybe he's got one of his soaps to watch, or
well, he has got COVID at the moment, so I don't know. Maybe he should just have COVID every week. They'll drive faster.
Yeah,
but here comes SLR Dylan on the back of Sem. Doesn't make the move on this occasion, but I expect Sem might let him through, as Dylan's on the quicker rubber. But those mediums will be going off soon enough. It will come back into the hands of SLR-Sem. I think Maudi's made a mistake there.
He just had a slight bit of oversteer, but nothing too major.
Yellow flag. That's from Matty, I think. Yeah, Matty's had an excursion. And look who he's behind, Danny. Oh, and they've made contact again.
Kevin's pitted.
Kevin into the pits. Downboss into the pits. They're not going to the end.
Brown Nilsson could win this race. He's on hard.
Can Maudi go to the end? Is he trying to go to the end? This has really spiced it up, Danny. And Matt's out the session. He's had enough. Oh, he's in the wall. Is that going to be a safety car? Virtual safety car, which is about 10 seconds too late for those guys who pit.
Yeah.
But
so if this stays out long enough, though,
well, it's going to help those guys in the lead. But we're talking about, you know, the top drivers in Tier 2, Kevin, Downboss, Janino, all on a set of softs. And they're not that far off the lead. If you look on the map.
I think Bram Nilsson can definitely go to the end.
It depends on... Bram Nilsson could win this race. You're right. The thing is, it depends how quickly... Oh, Dylan's got to drive through.
And so Sharks.
And they're now having a battle, 3 wide by the looks of it, in the straight. And Sem round the outside of Renan.
This is for the final podium place.
Oh, contact!
Contact!
And oh, there's been contact between Dylan and him as well. And they've completely lost it. And that, I think, it's lost the victory for Brown Nilsson, or any hopes of it. He was relying on these guys holding them up to have a chance at it. But you see Kevin now is already on the back of SLR-Sem, and he's going to be flying.
Tell you what, Downboss is right on the back of Kevin now as well.
Yeah, and he's going to get held up by Sem.
Look how close Downboss is now. He's gained so much time.
And there goes Sem into the pit lane.
And he's got DRS.
This is the battle for the lead now, but remember, Downboss has a penalty. He's going to have to try and force Kevin into a mistake. And Maudi into the pits, not going to the end. So I assume Renan will be the same. I'm surprised these guys couldn't make it to the end.
Yeah.
Yellow flag sector 3 will be for Dylan's car. He picks up a 5-second penalty for his troubles, and he's out of the race. So Shark's out as well.
So basically,
Drives on
Bram
the
Nelson's last hope is the Mercedes of
Renan, yeah, but
FXBR,
I
Renan.
don't think he's going to have any defence against Kevin. But we'll see as he comes now, and he's already made the move before the end of the straight. Is Damos going to close up? He's not. He's too far back, and this is going to play into Kevin's hands perfectly as Buckley's been spun. His ghost car has just been spun by Damos. That's interesting. But here comes Damos now on Renan. He needs to get past. It's not. There's obviously some connection issues. Damos up the inside, and Renan has no
His
real
tyres
fight.
are dead.
He's going to have to box at some point, and yet Kevin's already gone up the road. He managed to overtake him in a good spot, and there's only a 5-second gap between him and Kevin, Danny. So I think the win is definitely off the cards, but Bram Nilsson, I think, has got surely a certain podium here, possibly a P2.
Yeah, because the only person I can see that can take away a podium for him is Tommy or Juninho, maybe.
I don't think Juninho's going to be close enough. He's 5 seconds off the back of Renan. He's about 9 seconds off Bram Nilsson at the moment. But Juninho, he doesn't got a penalty though, so it's going to be an ask for Juninho. He's going to have to gain, what, 6 seconds in 5 laps? Which I think in clean air he could do, but he is currently stuck behind Tommy Real.
Oh,
yeah,
Sem's retired.
Sem's out, so Maudi, I think, in the end is going to pick up an easy P7. He's not driven a bad race though, the Renault driver. He's had some good battles.
I think he picked a bit too late on those softs.
Yeah, here comes Juninho on Tommy Real. Tommy Real's giving him a bit of a squeeze before the end of the straight. And Juninho had backs off in the end. Tommy Real leaves him space. Will Juninho switch back at the second sector line? He's now going to try and get the switch back. Is he going to throw one up the inside of the Williams? He thinks better of it, but this is losing him time. And this could cost him a podium. He needs to get past this Williams driver. So he should, make an easy pass with DRS down the straight. We will see.
He's got no
right
energy.
Behind and under the diffuser of the Williams. Now got DRS and some ERS to help him as Tommy Real has nothing to defend. Up the inside he goes and gets the move done. But Tommy Real with a strong race as well as Renan on his debut. Currently sitting P4, but
when I saw him
to P5 minimum. Not sure if he'll beat Tommy Real, but
yeah, when I saw him qualify 4 seconds off the pace, I thought maybe he's not going to have a great day, but he's got a lot better race pace.
Yeah, which is good.
As Kevin's nearly in. Yeah, Kevin's nearly in.
And Damos is keeping with him as well. Not in DRS yet, but I think Damos will get P2 minimum. Hopefully he can challenge Kevin.
Depending on how the battle goes.
We'll see if Kevin's got any warnings. He's got one, so I'm highly doubt he's going to get a penalty.
Yeah.
So, Kevin already on the back of Bram Nilsson. He's gained masses of time through that final sector, through that middle sector even. And I think this is going to be a swap in the leader. Kevin
I don't think it's in Bram Nilsson's best interest. Oh, he is
defending, but it's definitely not in his best interest. So I think Kevin's going to fly past around the outside, and he's got the move done before the break-in. Up into P1, and I think that's going to be him off into the distance now as Damos has got to try and make his way past. So we see Juninho up the inside of Renan. So up into P4 for him. Can he get himself on the podium? I don't think he can. Unless Bram Nilsson picks up another penalty, I think it's very unlikely for him to be standing on the podium tonight.
Yeah, he's about, 9 seconds off? So as long as Brian Nelson keeps it clean, 3 laps to go, it'll be a podium.
Yeah, a great strategy call as well from him. I mean, everybody went on mediums apart from him. Sorry, he got battle as well. Tommy Reel's now made a move on Renan, whose tyres, I'm surprised, are still going, Danny, but he is trying to make it to the end.
He's
Is he going to fight back? Tommy Reel, and Tommy Reel squeezes him, but Renan finds a space on the inside, and he's got back past.
They're both.
Yep.
Renan's got a lot of it.
Tommy Reel back around the outside though, can he do it? No, Renan gives him the squeezes. Dalmos has made his move on Brown Nilsson as well, up the inside at the hairpin. We saw that coming for a while. But yeah, as we were saying, Brown Nilsson, brilliant strategy call. We were questioning it when he went on hards. We thought mediums would go to the end. But yeah, he's had really good pace, especially on those hards. You know, he's managed to... He's nearly kept ahead of, you know, the top 2 drivers in the league, realistically. Well, 2 of the top 5. Yeah, hopefully for him, he can keep it clean and stand on the podium. We will check penalties again. He's only got 3 seconds, so you see Tommy Reel back up the inside on Renan. These two still going at it for P5.
Yeah, and so...
But Tommy Reel's got a lot less penalties in battle. He's
so Bram
also
Nelson's
got,
got... Yeah, Bram Nelson's got 2 warnings spare. So he's got 1 penalty and
Who's
1
that, sorry, Bram Nelson?
warning. Yeah, so he's got
so
2
he's
warnings
pretty
off
good
it.
then.
Yeah, so if he can keep it clean.
Yeah, I mean, Juninho is chasing him down. He's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders, but Juninho's got to gain 3 seconds in
Juninho's
2.5
got
laps.
Juninho's got 3 warnings and no penalty. Juninho's got 3 warnings but no penalty. He's well. I assume he's on his last warning, so he's got to be careful.
A warning for contact.
Contact.
We don't know.
Yeah.
But
he has got to be careful.
Clarify that, and I will interrupt you, Danny. Ambos has made his way past Bram Nilsson very efficiently. He is now within 6/10 of Kevin for the lead. As we said, he has got a penalty, as we can see, but
he's got 6 seconds.
Has he?
Yes, he's got picked up another one.
Oh, yeah. So I think this
Bram
battle
Nilsson,
for the lead is not really a battle for the lead, but well, if these two start battling, can Bram Nilsson pick up P2?
Yeah, I mean he's just inside.
He is at the moment, yeah, but I think Damos will realise that, and he'll probably just follow Kevin to the end of the race. But we don't know. But yeah, as I was saying though, Bram Nilsson's got his pace on the hard is very good. Look at the gap to Dambos on a fresh set of softs. He's really not losing much time. So
no,
well done, Tim. And Maudi is on the back of Renan. Danny, Dambos can't make a move. So
Bram
what's the penalty situation between these guys? Maudi's got 1 more than Renan.
Yeah.
So Renan could pick up another penalty on this last lap.
So
would be a battle for on track P6. So
Bram Nilsson is 1.6 seconds safe to Juninho.
Yeah, but Juninho's flying. He's gained 2 seconds, like I think in that last lap, or at least 1.5. And Maudi and Renan are battling now. Maudi's going to make his famous move back around the outside of turn 18. Can he get it done? He is ahead of the Mercedes. So now he's just got hope and just pray that Mercedes gets another warning. But Danny, Juninho is still flying. He is rapid at the moment. And he is chasing that podium. 4.2 going into turn 1. He's got to gain a second in a lap. I think he can do it, but will he do it is the question. As we've got a yellow flag in sector 1, I think that is just a glitch. It's
Bram Nelson's going to put the lap of his life in.
Yeah, he's just got to keep it clean. He's got to keep it clean but quick. That's the issue.
I guess the thing is, Juninho probably can't push as much as he likes due to being on that final warning.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Because as
Bram
soon as he
Nelson's
gets that
obviously
warning,
got one warning in hand, but he's still closing the gap. 7 tenths, Danny. This is going to be so tight. In so many of these finishes where it's going to come down to,
Janino's
tenth, less
just
than a
dumped his.
tenth.
He's got 0%. He's
Yeah,
dumped his pack.
Bram Nelson's still got about 10%. He's got a little bit in hand. It's 3.6 the
Half
gap.
a second.
And it looks as if the two out in front are going to follow each other.
Final sector's most tired.
It's going to be where he gains the most time, and it's 4 attempts. Can he do it? We'll keep an eye on it, but Kevin will come around the final corner now. It's been another dominant display in a brilliant season for the Brazilian driver. He comes across the line, and he takes the US Grand Prix victory. Dalmos will come home in a comfortable P2.
Oh, it's 2 attempts. Oh,
and Bram Nilsson across the line. Will he get the podium? He does by 3 attempts. A brilliant race from the Racing Point driver. Our Janino couldn't get the podium in the end. A great effort from him. Tommy Rill finished P5. Another strong result.
He nearly got that 3-second gap in that final lap. He missed out by 1/10.
He's missed out. But it is Renan on his debut who will finish P6. Maudi just missing out in P7. And Honey's car is a ghost. Is Buckley in the race?
No.
He was. He was in the race. He's not anymore. I think there was some sort of glitch on his end, as he was never really in the race. But Danny, it's that time of day. Who was your driver of the day?
I think Bram Nilsson. I mean, that excellent strategy call. I mean, at the time we were not sure if the mediums might get to the end or they will, and the hard one is
wrong. Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely
at one point I thought he could have won, and I think maybe if it weren't for a few drivers coming together.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in the end he was about 4 seconds off of Dalmos. You can easily lose 4 seconds trying to get past a train of, what was it, 3-4 cars? Obviously he did have that penalty. But yeah, I think I'll agree with you on that one. I think Bram Nilsson's my driver of the day. Started P9 up to P3. Yeah, just nailed the strategy. But I mean, obviously Kevin, again, very strong result.
Yeah, I think
Dalmos as well. Pretty good result from him.
Maudi, I think it's his strongest showing from Maudi.
He didn't get the result I think he deserved, but he had the pace. But yeah, it was Kevin that took the victory. Dalmos was P2, Bram Nilsson on the podium in P3, Janino P4, Tommy Rill finished P5, Renan P6, Maudi P7, and your DNFs, there was only 7 finishers, so your DNFs were Agonized Honey, SLR Sem, BCR Shark, SLR Dylan, EQR Matty, Sync Buckley, TMR Kata, TMR Fale, and LDT Davi. Yeah. If anybody watching, if you want to vote for your driver of the day, just put it in the chat. We will have a look at some of the suggestions. There wasn't many to choose from. There wasn't many finishers tonight.
I think they're all driver of the day for getting to the finish.
Well, there is that. It's a contrast, isn't it? I think we had 16 finishers yesterday. It was a lot, and only 7 tonight. We will try and get Bram Nilsson in the party. For an interview. I don't think the other two will be able to, as their English is not great. But yeah, as I was saying, brilliant strategy from Bram Nilsson. Definitely a strongest showing of the season, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Dan Boss and Kevin are probably the strongest drivers in the tier. I mean, on the day, Kevin can challenge tier 1 drivers. So it's definitely a good result for the Dutch driver.
I mean, Kevin picked up a podium in tier 1 yesterday, showing his pace. But picking up a podium tonight is P3 man Bram Nilsson, who we've got in the party for a very quick interview. So Bram, if you want to make sure your audio is included, just go to the party and there's a box at the top. So Bram,
audio is included.
Bram, a brilliant race. Definitely your best result of the season. first podium of the season. Just take us through how you're feeling first of all.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate with the penalty early on. I think I could have finished the race without a penalty, and if that happened, I would have got P2 in ahead of Dembos. That would have been good for the championship because we were fighting for P2. Lost a little bit of points, but we'll get them next time.
Yeah, we saw your decision to stay on the hards under that safety car rather than the mediums. We were questioning it at the time. There was only a few that went for it, but yeah, it was the right decision in the end. What made you go for the hards over the mediums in the end?
Yeah, it was a bit of a high stress moment, but I felt Juninho, Dambos and Kevin at the raw pace ahead of me. I was confident in my tire wear, I had a good setup, could take the tires long, so I thought, yeah, why not take the hards to the end and see what happens.
Did you think you could win it when you saw that everyone else boxed and you were out in P1?
Yes, I thought so. But then there was a lot of traffic in between me and the top guys, but they all got penalties and all had to pit and drive-through penalties. So in the end, they got close very quickly, and yeah, they overtook me.
We did say that in commentary that a lot of the guys that were your buffer almost had made mistakes as soon as it ended and everyone pitted. So it seemed to be that yeah, unfortunately they couldn't help you out as much as they could have. But again, still a great result by you, and I think to get the tyres to the end when others didn't is a great achievement.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Well done on that result. It was very, very strong. Your pace on the hards was definitely one of the strongest in the field. So yeah, well done on your result tonight, and best of luck for the rest of the season as well.
Thank you.
Alright, that is another race wrapped up, Danny. We've only got 3 more left in the season. It has flown by. But another cracker of a race tonight. I couldn't keep up for most of that first half of the race.
No, I think we were having to switch positions all the time. I mean, there was action going for the lead, and then we were looking at the midfield battle, and then there'll be another battle for the lead, and yeah, I guess it's exciting when you can't keep up. At least it gave us some entertainment.
Yeah, very good to watch. Some great battles, all down the field really, and yeah, it was a race for attrition in the end, which was won by the Brazilian Maestro. Yet again, he's won, I think, exactly 50% of the races this season, so absolute quality from him. But that wraps up another race, and next week we head to Mexico before the last 2 rounds of the season. So yeah, that'll be I think a great one to watch. Some great places to overtake in Mexico, so make sure you join us for that one. Tier 1 will be on Monday at 7:15 British time, so make sure you join Rigsy and Maudi for that one. And me and Danny will be back Tuesday night 8 PM for the Tier 2 race as well. So thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you next week.